for those who aren't familiar with vCIO, what I guess would be the benefits that you guys would say?
The ability for a client to have someone to go to for, not for day-to-day tech issues necessarily, because there are engineers for that, but for someone to go to for kind of bigger picture items, talk about budgeting, again, do these quarterly reviews, kind of lay out a roadmap. Everybody's on their own pace and path of the evolution of their IT and cyber programs, the components of which are often the same for many companies. It's just a different speed and a different depth at which they do those things. And having a vCIO or someone to help lead you down that path as well, and is very, very helpful.
Yeah, especially if you don't have that person with those expertise internally already, then having that outside vCIO role brings that to your company. So someone doesn't have to kind of start from zero to learn all the ins and outs of that technical component. They can come to that vCIO and they can help make those decisions, help with the decision-making process internally. As far as it goes with new technologies that are being implemented, ways to meet your goals with technology. And again, back to the trends, that vCIO is going to be that point person letting our internal contact know, hey, this is what we're seeing coming up. This is what's being talked about in the industry. How can we make it work at your company? Is it worth it? Will we see benefits from it? And you can have that discussion. Beyond that, also just being that central person to manage all technology related items. So, at Fairdinkum, we don't do everything, but we try to be involved with everything that touches technology. So whether it be, audio visual setup or cabling infrastructure, instead of having to have our clients internally trying to, figure that out and piecemeal it and then go middleman, back and forth between vendors. At Fairdinkum, our vCIOs are that point person. Basically, they'll handle all that and all the communication between the other vendors, other technology vendors, copier sales and leases and phone vendors, everybody else that is technology, adjacent, but not in the realm of the MSP. So having that person that you know and trust to help with those other vendors is also a really beneficial part of vCIO.
It makes me think of the compliance archiving that a lot of firms have to do for, emails and communications and all that. We don't do archiving ourselves, but we absolutely work with the primary archiving providers and, know how to set it up and work with them and get things going, and can even recommend them to you if you need one and you don't know where to start.
Yeah, because I think a lot of the stuff that we do for new clients or businesses that are kind of new to MSP and IT work, like setting them up for certain standards on things that, they might not be aware of, but we set them up on a standard and then they're kind of like, okay, so we're good for right now. And that's kind of just like the good base level. As soon as we're at a good base level with a lot of the clients, then we kind of really like to then continue on from there as well. And let's just say, okay,